warm welcome to all our viewers today in our literary program, a program which gives a platform to young artists, be it a writer, singer, performer, in any form of art. Today with us, we have one such young, dynamic young artist who is a music composer and also a singer and also a YouTuber. So you see, multitasker. Today with us, we have Baniakitlang. A warm welcome to our program, Baniakitlang.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me here.
Okay, so tell me about, because a lot of young people are today watching this program, and in our place being musically so inclined, can you just share your first beginning as someone who ventured into music? How did it all start for our viewers?
So it started when I was in 9th standard, I think. So we had this in school. Used to have this family night and all. So in order to skip some classes, we thought, me and my friends were like, let's just pick up some program. Finally, we thought, let's just go for singing. Then after that, we got selected in that singing choir. And after that, I don't know, I think it's fate bound to happen that I should be able to sing or something like that. Because since then, I never knew that I could sing. It's like bathroom singer like that. And then on that family night in the choir, there was one solo song. Like in the choir, one guy had to sing. And that part came to me, and it was a very terrible experience. I was very scared, but then shivering and everything. But then, I don't know, thank God that somehow I end up singing that night. And then from that on, I think I started to love music, and then we started singing with my friends and everything until I was in, I think, 12th standard. Then after that, my dad didn't allow me anymore, and then okay, fine.
Yes, I know, and I think, what you said was your fate intervened,
Yeah.
and you got a chance actually to realize that you have that talent, to sing. So, and also by education, you've become a doctor. You've just passed.
Oh, yes.
Medicine happened, and you're taking a break now. And and that's how you've gone back to singing and composing music.
Yes, yes.
So how did medicine come into being?
That was always been my aim. And then when I was in, I think, 11 or 12, I started falling so much in love with music that I thought I should pick some other streams that I can focus music and studies at the same time. But then it didn't happen like that. I think it's God's plan only. And somehow I got into college, MBBS. After that, I started using Instagram also very late, I think when I was in first year or something. Then some of my friends are like, start posting something. And first year was very hectic, so could not do anything. But second year was quite chill, so I thought, why not give it a try? So one of my senior was there. I didn't even have a good phone that time. It used to be very raw. She has a phone. She used to take me somewhere, then we used to record the song and start posting and all. And then after that, the people were giving quite good reviews. So I thought okay, let's continue doing this. So that's how it
So you got
it
encouraged
happened, yes.
more to continue once you... So, I mean, it fell as a chance.
Yeah.
And as a fate, like how you've said, it intervened. Of course, education also plays a very important part, especially with young people out there. But you balancing, or at least, trying to do that. I think a lot of our young viewers out there must be still struggling, especially with exams around and who are musically inclined. So it's wonderful to see, because it'll encourage a lot of young people that they can balance education. In fact, even a stream like medicine, which is very, very demanding, not to say other streams aren't, but also that you are pursuing something which you love, you started liking rather. So how did music composition come about? Singing, I get it, you started singing.
Yeah, so it used to be like that. My dad used to write. He used to write a lot. I used to sing a lot in church. So he used to write a lot of songs. So, and then whenever we need something, he used to be writing, and then I'll be the one playing the guitar and somehow come up with a tune and all. Then me and my friends, when we sit together, then we'll start polishing it. It's not like one man show. It's always everyone's involved. Maybe I'll get a rough one, then everyone will be like, giving ideas. I should do this, I should do that.
Right.
So that's when we started. And then after that, I think I have a lot of friends who write. There's one friend of mine, her name is Pinyai. She wrote that's one of my favorite songs of everything that was ever written. it's a farewell for my seniors. So I'll just give her some ideas, and then I'll be like, oh, they do this, they do that. And then she'd be putting my ideas into writing. So that's how it came about. And then after that, there's this guy, Marviang. He used to be sending me a lot of songs and everything. I'll be like, I think that's how it end up, like I end up making a lot of music like that. That's how it happened.
Okay, by the end of our interview, would like to listen to, songs.
definitely.
And so that happened. So how do you see yourself now? Because at the end of the day, you are by education, you're a doctor. So suppose we are to say looking into your music scene and balancing your equation with your practice. I mean, someday you will be practicing because you've taken a break now. How do you see yourself, or as of recent, say, a month or so, how do you see yourself as a music person, as a composer and a singer? How do you envision, or what are you looking for?
I think, okay, right now, since I'm taking a break, so I have some time. But I think when I started working and all, then just like how I manage with my studies, I think there's always a soft spot for music, so I think I will always have time for that. I used to play a lot of gigs also. Whenever I come home, my friends are there, they'll call me, then we used to go play gigs around everywhere. And that's how it happened. I think a few days also I'll be performing again for one of my friends' wedding. So I think that's how it is. I think we all have to find our ways. If you love something that you do, then I think you'll be able to make time for that.
I think that's a very strong statement which you've said, that if you really love something, you're passionate.
Yeah.
A lot of young viewers are there and Shillong being a musical hub and musically and talented, they're blessed.
Definitely.
So when our young viewers, especially along with the parents who they view, be a support system, like how you said. There was a point of time when your father wanted you to concentrate in education. I'm sure most parents do that. But also actually indirectly inculcated that musical thing, because like you just mentioned that your dad used to write and still does. And that's how your actually journey began with church songs and choir songs and things. So a lot of Shillong young people are also looking. And what you said is I'm sure it's going to hit a chord with them that yes, if you feel passionate and love something, you need to balance. Do you think today in our younger generation, if you are to look into it, what would you say, if any, lacking? Or do you think more platform like today our platform is giving is needed?
I think nowadays the platform is there are a lot of places where you can, there's this state...
the grassroots.
Grassroots, yes, exactly. And there's a lot of cafes opening up, and they are like having gigs every now and then, Friday, Saturday. Most of the time, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they used to have gigs. So I think, upcoming artists can always go there and then send a video to the manager and all. Then they might listen, and then somehow you'll get exposure. The one thing that you need, I think, is exposure.
Right.
You can sing at home, it's fine, you can be very good at it, but when it comes to playing for people, it's a bit different, So recording in a camera and singing for people is very, very night and day difference. So I think so the young talents, right? A lot of people nowadays are like very talented people are coming up. So they should I think they should expose themselves to, the music in this our state, since music is very prominent here, so they can always explore that side. That's my advice for them. Yes, exactly.
I think it's very important what you said, that exposure, because even state-run grassroots venues are happening. As like our platform today, Lit Fest, for actually promoting young artists in any form, like when I gave the intro, I said that it's about not only artists who are singers, composers, poets, all kinds. So that is very important. And what you said, another thing is very, something very poignant, is that you said that you have to have that confidence. So, and you learn. And I think every gig, the confidence boosts, levels boost. And another thing I am pleased our young viewers who are interested need to know that what he said is that, playing live, of course, because you get an instantaneous reaction. I think that is something which actually motivates more.
People, they'll be requesting songs to you on the spot, and you'll be like, oh, what should I do? And that's like it's a fun experience, and you get to learn. Like you're put on a spot. That's how you tackle life, I think. So that's
Very
it.
important, yes, because you're put on a spot and then you know that, okay, next time it's a learning
Yeah,
process, how
learning
you've
process,
said.
exactly.
Very true. Because, when this thing happens, so you know that next gig you need to prepare a few more extra songs. Especially, in our place like ours, there are some certain songs which are very, very famous.
Very, very famous.
No matter what generations they come from, they still want to listen to those. Even, it's been covered so many times.
That's right.
But they enjoy that. They enjoy that. Very true. And if you are to say that are you looking into, or would you think of doing future into, like, say, a band? Or would you rather be independent enough and freelance so that you can collaborate with a lot of different artists?
Yeah, I think it would be more, what do you say, convenient if I'm like a freelancer, because now and then, if I am in a band, strict practices will be there, timing will be very fixed, and you can't skip practices and expect that you will improve if you're in a band.
Right.
So that I feel like right now I'll be like collaborating with some of my like known people around Meghalaya. So that's my aim right now. Who knows, like in the later future I might like I kind of have that thing in me that I want to have a choir when I grow up.
Okay.
Maybe like 40, 50 years, then I think I could pass on my knowledge to the people. I haven't even studied music yet. So I thought that after this I would go for music classes and learn the Dohtdong so far and the stuff and everything. So I think that is still there within me. So I hopefully one day it will be
So you've
true.
not attended?
No,
it's a self-taught.
It's a self-taught. Everything is self-taught. Right from guitars to keyboards to singing, everything is just self-taught. That's it.
Okay, so you're looking like, okay, just to sharpen,
Yeah.
or probably just attune yourself to
Yes.
formal, perhaps.
I feel like you need to learn music. I was interested that time, but then, one thing what my uncle told me is that, you can always learn music anytime.
Right.
But if suppose you did not go for like
Education.
education right now, then by 30 you can't do it, because that's how our education system is like that.
Yes.
But music you can always learn. So that I feel like that's when it hit me. Like I find I can do both. Why not?
Right. I think, most of the time, if you don't, as a backup something.
Yeah.
Because yes, unfortunately, even in a musically inclined place and with a lot of artists, sometimes finding a foothold, or even if you have found a foothold, sometimes it is also a stark reality that sometimes when you find a foothold also, every gig is something you have to work towards, like any other job. Of course, dedication is needed, but it's also sometimes not a permanent kind of a thing,
Exactly,
especially
yes.
in today's world where economy, plays a very important factor. So I think they're very sorted that way. And yes, because even if so would you say that for young artists that also have a backup plan? Would you recommend that?
Everyone should have a plan B, plan C. Like if one plan doesn't work, you should always have something in mind that, okay, I can do this or that. Because even me, I was like, I did not clear my NEET exam in my first try, but then somehow I had something in mind. I was doing something else. And then later on, so it's like that in life, we have to always have some backup plan should always be there. So I think so we should always, whether it's being with studies or in music, suppose anything in life, we have to have a backup plan, yes.
So you would say to our young viewers out there that pursue your dream, have that faith, but also have a backup plan.
Like you can't just be naive that it will work. Most of the time it doesn't, and that's how the worlds work. So yes, it's good to have a backup plan. But if you love something, you should give your best shot, so that you will not regret later in life. Like they used to say like what's that? The things that you regret is not what you did, but what you didn't do. So I think so. That's why if you didn't give your best, then you'll regret for the rest of your life. So I think that's it.
So you see, viewers, we have a young artist whose head is also firmly held in his shoulders, who, you're very sorted. And I think a lot of young people out there, it will be a good, hopefully, it will hit a chord with them that, yes, pursue something which you feel very passionate about, and how you very rightly said, give your best in everything what you do. But don't stress yourself, but then also be smart enough to have a backup plan so that, you're not left high and dry or disillusioned. I think most importantly with a younger generation today, disillusionment also comes in.
Yeah, yes.
With when you think of something and it doesn't happen exactly at that moment, a lot of people go into depression or
Yes,
they lose hope. So I think that's a very important message you're putting across for young viewers, that always keep a backup plan and not be naive and be smart, so that you don't have any regrets. You've done there, like how you said, very rightly quoted, that yes, if you don't do something, you'll have more regrets, then at least try for it. But also have a backup plan so that you don't fall flat.
Yeah, I don't.
I think that's very, very important. So, yeah, that is wonderful that you want to have a choir someday.
Someday.
Yes, but in future, like obviously, like I said, you'll be going for your masters and, get a higher education in MBBS after. So, in the meantime, or would you look into, like, one is collaboration, you've said, the other is like albums. Like, would you like to go for recording of albums besides YouTube videos?
Producing an album is quite hard, but yeah, hopefully one day I might be able to. But then recently we've been just producing singles because it requires a lot of financial to produce a song.
Right.
So we're not that much financially stable, so we have to think about ourselves also. Like with my friends, when we record something, we have to all the costs will be from us. So we have to think like recording an album would be like 8-10 songs. That's a lot. So maybe later in the future, if somehow we do have some songs, a lot of songs still left to be recorded. But yeah, we'll slowly planning about that.
So you have done some singles.
Yes.
Okay, so it'll be lovely if you could play, a song for our viewer.
Sure. So this is a song written by my friend Marbiang, and we, like I said, we produced it together. I made the music and all. So it's called. It's recently released, I think last year, July, if I'm mistaken. It's called Thay Nonong Kendong. Okay. Ngaken mau ngayat kai Shalom menski nga iiway itre Ibajot bakli ngampoy perkat badon Basahang ta pinban nga iitay Iba babriw ba Nadu ng tamin sim jong nga kasnowling ang Ngakwa bantip iday manong shisha Iday itay nanong kendong Usnyo bajrong syadu kondom Kador balo kentay shisha Kumpuri blay kilong hanga
Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for playing that. And any other singles you have played? Oh, you were talking about the farewell song. That would be nice.
I remember that song actually.
Yes.
It's always easier said than done when there's so much left, but what's none? Parting ways is just a part of life. There've been so many memories, time has come and gone by so quickly. I hope you always know that it's different bidding farewell to the once in a million. And the truth is we can't imagine a tomorrow, not seeing faces at the corridors. You've been a blessing in disguise. Don't forget to spread your wings and fly. Even though the time has come to leave, just know that this is not goodbye. Remember, every ending is a start of a new beginning. So until we meet again, this this is not the end. May all your stars fall into place, even if you have to change your ways. Don't be dismayed by the things that you encounter. Keep your head held high, like an eagle soar above the sky. Keep staying strong, keep shining on, and you may have all the things that you desire. Don't ever stop looking back, and always look back with a smile. And remember, you are loved. You've been a blessing in disguise. Don't forget to spread your wings and fly. Even though the time has come to leave, just know that this is not goodbye. Remember, every ending is a start of a new beginning. So until we meet again, this is not the end.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. And the lyrics were very, very deep, you know, especially when you say, and this is something also when you look into not only just a farewell, but also a beginning, and to have that faith, to take that leap. You know, the lyrics which said, so I hope our young viewers also listening to this song, the lyrics are absolutely very deep. It says that, you know, it's not the end, it's just the beginning. So when you start your journey, be it your musical or education, I think one of the things which our viewers today can, you know, look back or relate to, or perhaps it was there in their mind, you know, that you can always fly, and you have to take that leap of faith.
Yes,
because other than that, you know, like you said in your conversation, that yes, you have the talent, you have that drive, but until unless you put it out there for people to actually, you know, with healthy criticism or even a learning experience, like you said, you know, when you're doing gigs, you get instantaneous requests, or they'll want you to do certain kind of songs which you have not done before. Not only is it a challenge, but it, you know, it wants you, pushes you to do better. Try out different avenues, come to it. So if you are one of the things, you know, you would categorize yourself into a genre, if you are to categorize, would you say you would be a more of a free person who would like try out different genres? Or because you said you started with the church songs and you want a choir, so it has a totally different you know, vibe to it. So how would you see, or would you like to explore different genres of music?
So I would consider myself a country singer, because I love country actually since I grew up, and you know, I used to listen to a lot of genres, souls, and then pop songs and R&Bs, and I'm more to a boy band thing also, because we used to have a group of 4 or 5 people. So I would consider myself, I could, like, you know, you have to adapt to different genres. You can't just stick to one, I think. Yeah, it's good to like something, but you should always be able to explore, you know.
So you're looking forward to explore, but yeah, your core heart starts with the songs like country songs and something, you know, you like to and relate to. Okay, that's wonderful. Before we end, you know, before we come to an end, we can continue so much to talk about it, but yes, but what would you, you know, what would your final message would be to the young viewers out there who are listening to you? Message, please.
I would like to give hope and inspiration for the younger generation that you know, you should always be able to pursue your dreams. As we live in this generation where social media is a big part of our life, you can always, you know, nowadays it's very easy to catch talent because of social media. So you should be able to push yourself, keep on practicing, we were never like this since we started. Very bad singer when I was started. I would not want to listen to my old recordings again. So don't lose hope. Don't think that it's God given or something like that. It's something which we should always work hard. You know, we should always keep practicing, and just don't lose hope. You know, like there are a lot of challenges, especially in this industry. A lot of challenges that we're gonna face in this. So just keep on pushing yourself, practicing, keep writing. It's better if we can write our own songs, make our own music, because that's where identity came from. You know, like identity will come from. So if we have our own songs, then people will get to know us, and yeah, I think, and don't forget to study also, because we have to. And you know, like if you generation like 8, 7, 8, 9 standard people just don't focus on music. We have to we have to get a degree, at least 10, 12 or something like that. So I would like to tell them, just give the best and just pursue your dreams, whatever you want to do.
I think you've made a very important thing, because sometimes we lose in our roots of our dreams. One is like, yes, the roots come from when you're creating more originals. Of course, it's a learning process.
Yeah.
And then when you learn through it, you sharpen your skills. The more practice you put in. Practice makes, like how they say, makes a person perfect. And even if you don't have an inherent talent of like how you've also started, you didn't believe in it first. And then, like, you know, today you're being interviewed for it.
Exactly.
Right. So yes, not to leave your dream, but also I think it's very, very important what you said, to at least get a basic education.
Yeah.
Because in today's world, and in a world of uncertainties, where there is no surety of anything, be it life, be it anything, to have, again, you say it, a backup or foundation to be something strong on which you can fall back on if the other doesn't work, or you are not being able to, I would not put it in the talent wise, but in a financial way, because at the end of the day you have to support yourself.
Exactly.
Or your family perhaps. So I hope our young viewers can understand where it's coming from, that don't lose education just to pursue your dreams. Try, and it's not easy, nothing comes easy, but at least try and fit into a schedule where you can balance both, so that you always have something, a ground. I think this is something not many young people still, sometimes in the passion of art, they forget that we need to have certain strong, backup.
Balance.
Yes, and thank you so much for being a part, and I hope your words have inspired our younger people, and the adults also will be very happy that yes, there is a young artist who's not only promoting art but also giving the basic understanding of simple basic education, that it is a necessity. So parents also will be happy, hope so. So thanks again, and to be a part, and wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, our viewers, for being a part of our journey. I hope today's conversation, I would not say a interview, it's a conversation being enjoyed by our young viewers, and are relatable, and also our parents know that yes, be a support system to the child, but also balance with education, because it is also very important. Thank you so much.